take me back to the moment you found out about LJ being diagnosed with cancer.
You know, this started off with a simple stomach ache.
Yeah, his stomach was hurting him, and his stomach had got real big, and so she told me to take him to the emergency room.
I think it could have been like maybe 30 minutes later, you know, he came in the kitchen and he's like, "Mom." I was like, "Yeah, what's up?" He said, LJ has cancer.
I feel like that God chose him to go through to help everybody who was surrounding him. So I feel like he was strong enough to lift us up. Because if it was me or one of us, I know I wouldn't have been strong enough to go through it. So I just thank God that LJ was strong throughout the process.
I wasn't aware that LJ had cancer, but I seen so many people share it on Facebook. So I decided to contact his mom. I wanted to make sure that she knew that someone that was as young as LJ and now 18 years later, that didn't define me, that didn't end my story, and I'm still going. So I wanted to let her know that it's more, and just keep encouraging her as he went through that process. I only had chemo, and I know that he went through chemo and radiation, and basically the surgery of having one kidney removed, I mean, we have the same exact scars, which is mine's is a foot-long scar across my stomach, and I have the scar on my chest where he has his right here now, since everything is a little bit different. When I had mine, it was in like 98, 99, so basically the same surgery, but different areas, of course, and then scarring. Gosh, I remember getting my chemo in through the portacath, them actually sticking me in the chest, and I was sitting on my mom's lap, and we all had masks on. X-rays, just really small things. I don't remember them actually, opening me up and telling my mom this and that. So it's just very small things. I mean, I've known LJ since he was a baby, but with him coming into my life in this aspect, I've never had anyone to relate to about it. I never had someone that I knew that had the same cancer as me, that was close to the same age as me. I never experienced someone go through their whole process. I didn't go through the same exact things. I didn't lose all of my hair like LJ did. I wasn't in school as well, but watching him has really inspired me that someone so small is so strong. LJ has just brightened my life up. I mean, I think that I want to give back to him, give back to my community that helped me, the Children's Hospital. It's just so much that I could say that he has done for me. I want to open up and tell more of my story, because so many people that know me for years don't even know that I've had cancer. Didn't know that I, went through so many things, and I'm still going through health issues now because of it. So I think that me and him could just make the world a better place.
I would go by the house and by the doctor's office, as well as far as the hospital. Every time I could after work, and continuously pray with the family and pray for LJ. And some days I would go by and LJ would be sitting there kind of cheerful in bed and maybe not knowing the full extent of his disease, but he handled it real well, and that encouraged Sonata to keep praying. And as far as Lonnie and Javaris, I told them the same thing, just keep praying and don't give up. I know it's hard. It was hard for myself too to realize my grandson was diagnosed with malignant tumor, and just had to keep praying and trusting in God. I know it's hard at times. It's real hard to see your young kid go through things of that nature and some things you hadn't even been through. So it's hard, and it's just like I say, you have to keep encouraging them to keep the faith.
And she, looked like she was just worried. And I said, you know what, baby, cry if you gotta cry. You're human. We're human. Jesus cried. He wept. Cry. It's okay to cry, but cry out to God. Try to think about it as if this is just me, because then God gave us the opportunity, all of us, because we tried to be at the hospital much as we could, and like I said, he most of the time made the doctor's appointments because it's hard for me to get off work, but sometimes he would try to make the doctor's appointment, and just being there, just saying, I'm here. Sometimes you don't know what to say. Sometimes it hurts so bad you don't know what to say, but just know I'm here, or just a touch. And just tell them, we love you. Whatever we can do, not if there's anything we can do, whatever we can do. But sometimes it didn't take giving stuff, it just take being there, showing your concern, just loving on them. Lonnie, LJ, Javaris, just loving on them. Showing them that, and that to me, that's pure love, showing them you care by being there. And whatever else outside of there, whatever we had to take care of at the house for them, whatever, bringing them food, make sure they ain't got to even worry about any of that, it was nothing that I don't think that we could have done that we wouldn't have done to make sure that to try to make their lives on this side easier.
June 28th, LJ and grandmother, Ebony, which is my best friend, we were out actually having dinner, and she got a phone call that they were taking LJ to the ER because he was complaining of his stomach hurting. So we stayed at dinner, and I was just kind of telling her, I was kind of asking her, well, he's probably constipated, most kids do, is he lactose intolerant, or, different things that kids normally go through that could possibly make his stomach distended. Got a call back from her later that night that, that they were going to run tests and he would have to go back and get more tests done. But then days later, they were going to do a CT scan of his abdomen. And I said, well, okay, it could be many different things, nothing to worry about, trying to keep her calm, and which she was at that time. And I remember getting that phone call from her. She was very upset. And I'm like, what's wrong? I could just I knew something was wrong when I knew in her voice something was wrong. And she was saying that the CT scan came back that, they were showing something on his kidney. And, that it looked like a tumor. So I was, again, at that point, I was kind of like shocked, and I was like, well, some kids are born with, one kidney being bigger than the other one, and, let's not think the worst, blah, blah, blah. So at that moment, I went in prayer mode. I really did, because I was nervous, but I didn't want to let her know I was nervous. And, again, trying to keep her calm or whatever. And I was actually on vacation during this time and got another call. And Ebony was very upset. And I'm like, what is it? And she said, they're saying it's cancer. I was like, calm down, Pixie. Let's just pray. Let's trust God, and trying to keep my feelings, trying to be strong for her. And that was hard because, I've gone through this before with my nephew, same age, 5 years old. It's very ironic to me. And so I was like, just because it is, the doctors can, let's trust them. Let's trust God first. But, let's see what the doctor has to say and, let's trust and believe and let's go into prayer. Let's really pray. And so that was hard. And I'm like, I'm on my way. I'm coming to the hospital. And I was glad I was off. I was on vacation. And, just driving to the hospital, I was trying to prepare myself what I was about to face and their emotions and, trying to be strong and, telling myself. So I went, at that time, me and my boyfriend, we went up together and the whole family was there. And I wanted to just talk to Ebony to see exactly what the doctors had said and what their thoughts were and stuff. And, at that time they had put LJ in kids ICU. And so went up and, talking to her, and then Shanada came out and, just trying to encourage her and just the whole family, trying to be strong, which wasn't easy. It was not easy because, when you hear stuff like that, it's like, he's a baby. He's only 5, and sometimes we tend to want to question God, but we can't, but you want to. So that was hard. And then was what to come. And, I was there, and because I'm a nurse, they had questions, and me being in the medical field, when you hear stuff, sometimes it's hard to try to explain. Sometimes you don't want to explain it, because some things you just know, it's like, okay, when you hear the real, it's like, do I want to go all in detail, or do I just want to just tell, But when I heard the prognosis and everything from what the doctor had said, I was like, yes, okay, have surgery. They were saying go aggressive with the chemo and the radiation. I was like, yes, it's going to be a hard process, but, if they can, just contain it and, just the waiting to do the biopsy, my prayer was, please, Lord, just let it be just there, not in his lymph nodes, not have spread it, just there, that they can remove it, let the surgery go well, and all that. So, it's hard seeing young people, Shanada and Preacher going through, that's their baby. There's no words to say. You can just be there to try to keep them encouraged. You try to keep everyone, but it's hard. It's very difficult. Even with from him just going to get, getting a port put in, the injections and the whole process. It's hard, but they're so strong. The kids, he's like, God, I wish I had their strength. I wish I had their courage.